Draymond, what's next, my brother? Kicking people in the nuts. Eye gouging. Very accurately, by the way, I must say. Punching teammates. A-Town stomping. And as of recently, put niggas in chokeholds. Now, listen, a lot of people out there don't really like Rudy Gobert. I'm not saying that was personally my opinion on it, but I think the Rudy Gobert chokehold was wild, but it might get passed. Now, I can only imagine what's next. If you're watching this video, it's probably after the Sacramento Kings game, which is tonight, which is also my birthday. So I'm going to the game tonight to see Draymond Green and his return after his 5-game suspension. The last time he played Sacramento Kings, he kicked Sabonis' ribs to oblivion. Now, the amount of boos Draymond Green is going to receive tonight is going to be astronomical. I was also thinking about this too. In the past few years, when Draymond Green is on the floor, the Golden State Warriors are winners. They win. He's a very key focal point for this offense and defense. Now, I know everybody wants to always talk about Draymond Green's outrages and things of that nature, but Draymond Green is actually a very good basketball player, man. First ballot Hall of Famer, in my opinion. You can go through his accolades and stats. Draymond Green's a first ballot Hall of Famer, whether you like it or not. Before I continue, don't forget to hit that like button. It's free. Now, when we watch Draymond Green play, I play basketball, you know what I'm saying, at a high level. He's one of the guys that I would love to have on my team, hate to play against. I would love to have a guy that's gritty, you know, that always has my back, that's always doing the dirty work, rather than play against a guy that's doing that. Draymond Green, Pat Bev, Rajon Rondo. You hate to play against the pesky people, but you love to play with them. Whoa. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Now, for the past few years, Draymond Green's stats speak for themselves. Let's go over the team's success with and without him on the floor. In 2020 and 21 season, they were 35 and 28 with Draymond Green on the floor, averaging 114 points per game. Without Draymond, they were 4 and 5, averaging 109 points per game. That's a 10-point discrepancy there. Now, it's pretty huge because Draymond Green is very key piece of the offense. Like I said, the DHOs, the screens, the reads. He makes everything easier for Steph, Clay, and Andrew Wiggins, everything around him, you know what I'm saying? So with Draymond Green on the floor, it's like having another PG on top of a PG because he knows everybody's offense and defense. He knows how to read both sides of the floor, and he does it very well, man. If you watch film, he's impeccable on defense, blowing up the other team's offense before plays even happen. It's like astronomical. In 2021, 2022, 34 and 12 with him on the floor. Now, this was the NBA championship year, by the way. This is the year everybody counted them out. They said they had like a less than 20% chance to beat the Boston Celtics in the finals. They were wrong. They averaged 111 points per game with him on the floor. Without him on the floor, they went 19 and 17, still a winning record, but a lot of losses as well, and they still averaged 111 points per game, ironically. Now, last year, 2022-2023 season, they were 41 and 32 with Draymond on the floor. 120 points per game. 3 and 6 without Draymond, averaging 111 points per game. Now, needless to say, this is a simple fact. With Draymond Green on the floor, the Golden State Warriors are better. But I will say this though. Let's talk about the 2019-2020 season when Steph Curry got hurt. They were 10-33. 10-33 with Draymond on the floor. Without him, they were 5 and 17. With him on the floor, they averaged 106. Without him on the floor, they averaged 107 that year. But that year was kind of tough because Steph Curry was out. But we also got to see that Draymond can't just do it himself. I think all of them are working parts. Even Steph without Draymond, it's tough for Steph to do it by himself without Dre. I think Steph and Dre need each other more than Steph and Clay need each other, if that makes sense. In this offense, I'm not saying Steph can't succeed anywhere else. Steph Curry will be a legend player anywhere he plays. But I'm saying for this offense and this team, Steph needs Draymond to play as much as Dre needs Steph to play. Now, without Dre, Steph can definitely accumulate more wins than Draymond can without Steph, but both of them together, they've won more rings in the Steph Curry era than any sports franchise in the Steph era. So I'm talking about football, hockey, baseball, you name it. The Warriors have won more championships than any other organization in sports during Steph and Curry's tenure. That's insane right there. That's amazing. Now, Draymond had his press conference, of course, talking about the incidents, things of that nature. And they pretty much were saying, how are they going to pin past events against me? Like, I spent time and I did my time. You sound like you went to prison. I did my time for those events and incidents. Why are they still punishing me for past incidents? I'll give you an example, man. If you're in elementary school, right, and you get in a fight in first grade, you know, it's your first fight, you know, you might get a slap on the wrist, might get detention, right? Then you fight a kid who's never been in a fight, but it's your second fight. You might do a little more time because it's a repeated offense. Rather, it's his first offense, right? For Draymond, it's a repeated offense. Yes, you spent your time, but even in the losses, you know what I'm saying? 1, 2, third strike, you're done, buddy. They forgive, but they don't forget the history, and sometimes it plays a role into the disciplinary actions towards Draymond Green. And I'm not saying it's fair, absolutely not. I'm not saying it's fair, but it's part of the game. When you're that passionate about the game, sometimes it gets the best of you. Basketball is one of the most emotional sports in the world. Your emotions are literally shown in front of the world in split seconds. Now, in terms of Draymond doing the job, man, he does a great job. I think everybody on the outside looking in is telling everybody he has to relax, he has to cool down. But being Draymond is what got him here. Let's not forget he's a 4-time NBA champ. Let's not forget, like I said, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer. What he's done in his career has gotten him to this point. So us on the outside looking in, like, how are we going to tell somebody to do their job? That's like someone coming into your house right now, if you're an entrepreneur or content creator, walking your door and say, hey man,
you can't film for
You need to do it X, Y, and Z. You need to do it this way. They're basically just telling you, bossing you around when you your own boss. Like, how you gonna tell me how to do my job? You know what I'm saying? Mind your own business. Stop telling people what they can and can't do, especially if it's their job. You can't go into someone's job and tell them how to do their job better if you're not even in the field in general. That's my spiel. I'm gonna enjoy my birthday. Draymond, I'll say it. You're great for the NBA. You know, you bring the tenacity and passion that a lot of teams don't get, man. You know, you bring what Kevin Garnett did for the Celtics, Timberwolves back into modern day, man. We haven't seen it. There's not many people like you out there, brother. Keep being you. Don't let nobody change you. Don't change yourself for nobody. But please take it easy on us today. I would like to be on my birthday. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Sayonara.